Good day, I am Dennis Miller. I'm the Administrator for Veteran Affairs with Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, and welcome to the September 2021 monthly video update. I want to talk to you about a lot of different things today, but we're going to start with caregiver support. Who are these caregivers and what do they do and what do they need? Caregivers are selfless people that we have in the community, and there's a lot of them. And they're almost hidden heroes of a sort. They take care of our veterans who are, I would call it, advanced age in crisis. And when I say caretaking, I mean everything, every facet of their life. You could almost term it as life support at home. All their activities for daily living, their laundry, their feeding, their cleaning, extensive cleaning, keeping their house. And they're selfless people because for a lot of them, this is a full-time job. Now, you may think that a full-time job is 40 hours a week, but not for these people. It is a full-time, 24-hour-a-day job. Now, these caregivers are usually family members, and I've seen families where they have 10 children, and there is one that becomes the caregiver because that one is a special person. They don't get a lot of help, but there are programs out there that can help them, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. The Veterans Administration, they have a new program called Caregiver Support. It's newly updated as of January of this year. It was in the COVID CARES Act, actually. And there are two tiers to this. Now, let me back up. This is for veterans only, and you have to be connected to VA healthcare, which getting connected to VA healthcare, my office can help you with that. But there are two tiers to the program. One, there's general caregiver support, and this is something that they need. We used to say in the Coast Guard that the best techniques are taught by survivors, and it's a support group. It's an online support group. Sometimes it's in person, it depends. And you talk to caregivers who are experienced, taking care of their own family members, and they learn things. They learn about different medications. They learn about different VA programs. They learn about scary things like external catheters and things like that, or what a urinary tract infection can do. It gets highly technical really quick, but it's helpful. And every general caregiver support group has a social worker from the VA that will help you navigate all of the healthcare programs that they have. That's general. The other one is catastrophic. And catastrophic is when it's really advanced age in crisis, they have a lot of physical issues, and they just need help. And it doesn't have to be from a service-connected disability. It could just be that they're a veteran and they're really sick because they're really old and they need a higher level of care. That's called catastrophic, and it's a little different. So I'm going to slow down. There are several steps. Number one, and you'll see the number on the screen, you have to call the National Caregiver Support Hotline, give them the information of the veteran. That's number one. The second thing you have to do, frankly, is you have to spend a lot of time on the phone with the VA. I'm going to be upfront and honest about it right from the beginning. They're going to do an intake. They're going to do a house exam where you take your phone and you go through the house. And what they're looking for is they're looking to see if you need guardrails, looking to see if you need a stair lift, looking to see if you need a walker or a wheelchair. These things are all provided from the VA for veterans in the Catastrophic Caregiver Program. Next, more time on the phone with a nurse for a nurse's interview. And then you have to go through training. And I get a lot of feedback about the training, because a lot of caregivers are like, you know, this is my life, and I've been doing it for years. Now you tell me that I have to get training? And the answer is, yes, you have to have training. But the Catastrophic Caregiver Support Program also gives you money. So kind of take it as a job, like job training. You're going to get money from them, you got to get a little bit of training. And maybe they learn and they pick up something anyway. Or maybe in the training they teach other people that are in the training. I tell you, it's a good program, but it is time on the phone with the VA. And then once you get up and going, the caregivers get money to help them with different things, such as hiring another caregiver part-time so that maybe they can get a break, because a lot of them don't get a break. Unfortunately, the Catastrophic Caregiver Support and the General Caregiver Support is only allowed for veterans that are connected to VA healthcare. Like I said, it is not a program for surviving spouses, which is unfortunate because we have so many. Yeah?
I finally found those adult things you were looking for.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. They're just my size. I want to introduce Doreen Hespel from the Office of Senior Services for Montgomery County, and she's going to talk to you about the county Caregiver Support Program, which is not just for veterans and not just for surviving spouses, but all residents.
Hi, I'm Doreen Hespel from the Office of Senior Services, and I'm glad to be here today to tell you about what we offer caregivers in Montgomery County. We have what we call a Caregiver Support Program. If you are caring for a loved one who's over the age of 60, whether they live alone or with you, you could qualify for caregiving reimbursement for what you put out to caregive your loved one. What's reimbursable are respite, adult daycare, over-the-counter meds, 2 per month, incontinence supplies, and nutritional supplements. And there might be other things as well, but this is what you can get reimbursed for after putting out the money first. And it's a great program to relieve some of your stress. The other part of that program is for grandparents raising grandchildren. If you're over the age of 55 and you have grandchildren living with you, you could qualify for some reimbursement of childcare, seasonal clothing, extracurricular activities, school supplies, and summer camps. Now, there are other eligibility requirements for these programs, but it doesn't hurt to spread the word, have people call our office, Office of Senior Services, at 610-278-3601, ask for an intake and enrollment specialist, and they can go through the program with you. Spread the word, let anyone who's caregiving know what we had to offer.
Hey, Doreen, I got those diapers you were looking for.
Wonderful. Do you want them for your toddler, or can I use them for my grandchild?
Yeah, I could probably use them.
Awesome. All right, we hope to hear from you and spread the word.
It was great to hear from Doreen from the Office of Senior Services. That's one of the many offices that we work with. Don't forget, we're part of the Department of Health and Human Services for a reason, because we have access to other programs to help members of the veteran community. We have a couple of observances this month, but a lot of events to talk about for November. Really just one holiday, so to speak, and it has to do October 13th, which is the United States Navy's birthday. I have not yet begun to fight. September 23rd, 1779, John Paul Jones. That's their slogan. Just so you know, that wasn't the United States Navy, that was the Continental Navy, but we don't have to mince words about it. You may fire when ready, Gridley. That is from the Spanish-American War. And I want you to take a road trip. I want you to think about it. I want you to go down to Philadelphia, and I want you to get on the USS Olympia, because when they said, you may fire when ready, Gridley, it was on board the Olympia. The Olympia is the last surviving warship from the Spanish-American War, and it's right there downtown in Philadelphia. As summer winds down to an end, we have a lot of local events. Where did I get this piece of paper? I didn't have it a minute ago. It's called editing. But local event that we have here, October 21st, the American Legion Post 769, they're going to have a car show and fundraiser for their organization at 351 Maple Street in Ambler. American Legion Post 769. Details are on social media. Check it out. There's other events happening as summer winds down. Again, you have to do a lot of your looking. I wish I could name them all here. Let's get into November, because November is Veterans Day, right? The 11th month, the 11th day. That's Veterans Day. On November 10th at 6:30 p.m. at the Norristown War Memorial, Vietnam Veterans of America and other organizations are going to have their Veterans Day observance. Where is the Norristown War Memorial, you may ask? Well, that's easy. It's right by the tank on Harding Boulevard, to which you will say, there's a tank on Harding Boulevard? Yes, don't worry, it's properly parked. It's right across the street from the Fire Chief Memorial, right around the end of Fornance Street, right on Harding Boulevard. I'm not going to say that you can't miss it, because I missed it for a long time before someone pointed it out to me. November 11th, we are having a fundraiser, and I need you to check this out on social media. Our fundraiser is we want to take World War II vets to the Mid-Atlantic Air Show next year in the May-June timeframe. But we have some expenses that need to be covered. So we're holding a MRF. Now, a MRF is some kind of a torture thing that the Marine Corps made up, where you run a mile and then you do like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 pull-ups, and then I think you die. But yes, but there are people that do this. And what we're looking for is we're looking for people to sponsor people to run the MRF. We're going to get started about 7:30 on November 11th, and you can just show up, but we don't want you to just show up. We want you to follow directions on social media. We want you to either run the MRF. I'm not doing it. I want you to either run the MRF, or we want you to sponsor someone else who can. So I'm reaching out to American Legions, police departments, CrossFit gyms. They're crazy, but we want you to see about doing this. So that's Veterans Day, November 11th. We're starting early in the morning, which will give you plenty of time the rest of the day to do the other Veterans Day events, such as this one. North Penn High School, 1340 Valley Forge Road in Lansdale at 6 p.m., and this one is awesome. We've been talking about this for years, and North Penn School District picked it up. They're giving high school diplomas to veterans that left high school before joining the armed forces. That's amazing. So, high school never ends, but still, you can make it through the armed forces, they're gonna give you a diploma, and that's gonna be a tear-wrenching thing, so bring tissues. A lot more things. My challenge to you this month is to get involved, either now, October, or definitely for the month of Veterans Day in November. Remember, all calls are triaged. The best way to get in touch with us is teamveterans@montcopa.org. It's going to be on the screen. Or our 10-4 helpline at 610-213-4022. The shuttles are still running. We are looking for drivers, so look at that on our Montgomery County, PA employment website. $15 an hour for a great job that you get paid for, that most people do it to volunteer. But again, remember, when you call, we will get back to you in approximately 2 business days, unless it's an emergency, because like I said, everything is triaged in order of severity, not in order that you call. But I look forward to seeing you next month in November. I have a surprise for you. Thank you.